Hey folks, welcome back to The Slice, and I've got a new inkling here. I think that Alexander Zverev is actually the new Prince of Clay. We all know that Rafael Nadal is the King of Clay, but I think that Zverev has overtaken Thiem in the old Prince of Clay category, and I'm going to tell you why right here on The Slice. Now, first of all, congrats to Rafael Nadal winning his 8th Rome title, which is funny because the announcer said this is his 8th Rome title. That's amazing. But we've just been hearing lately, like that's his 11th Monte Carlo, 11th Barcelona. Like 8 almost doesn't even seem like that much, which is absolutely crazy, obviously. So congrats goes to Rafa. But so he's the King of Clay. We all know that. Nobody can even come close to him in the clay conversation. But who is the prince? Because when Dominic Thiem burst onto the scene in 2015 and then beat Nadal on clay in 2016, we're all like, he's the next clay guy. He's the next big clay guy. And then Zverev, who's been good for a couple years now, obviously being like number 3 in the world right now, has snuck his way into the conversation, though, and he's knocking at the door saying, hey guys, I'm actually the rightful prince of clay here. Step aside, Dominic Thiem, and he showed that last week by beating him in the Madrid final, claiming his 2nd Masters 1000 title on clay. So that's a huge deal, and he almost won against he was up a break in the 3rd set against Nadal in the Rome final, which would have given him his 3rd clay Masters 1000, which would have been, I think, really sealed the deal on this conversation for now. But the conversation is definitely still open, and we're gonna have a discussion here on the site. Get down in the comment section and tell me your thoughts. See, because Zverev now has 3 Masters 1000s, Rome last year, the Rogers Cup, and now Madrid. 2 of them are on clay, and he has won 4 clay titles in his career, 2 of them being Masters 1000. So those are big titles. He's never beaten Rafael Nadal. Well, Thiem comes at us with 7 clay titles, never in Masters 1000s though. All his clay titles are smaller. They're 250s pretty much, and maybe 1 or 2 500s, but definitely not 1,000. But what Thiem does have going for him in the whole Prince of Clay category is his 3 victories over Rafael Nadal, which is obviously a big deal because I think he's like the only player to ever, like other than Djokovic, to beat him 3 times on clay. I'm not sure. So that's a big deal for him. But at the end of the day, I think if you're counting who's the best clay court player in the world right now other than Rafael Nadal, you got to give it to Zverev because he's won the big tournaments. Nobody cares as much about the head-to-head in overall ranking because you know what? Who also has a really good head-to-head against Rafael Nadal? Nikolai Davydenko. Yeah, he's retired now, but he's like 6-5 on Nadal career head-to-head. But nobody's putting Nikolai Davydenko as a better hardcourt player than Nadal. Nadal also has a positive head-to-head record against Federer, and it's pretty widely considered right now that Federer is the greatest player of all time because he's won more tournaments. So winning the big tournaments what counts. And Zverev's been doing that lately on clay, winning in Madrid, almost winning in Rome. And until Thiem can get those big Masters 1000s under his belt, he hasn't won any yet, especially on clay. I don't know why we're still calling him the Prince of Clay. I think that Zverev is snatching that title away from him and making a really good case for maybe he's the next biggest contender other than Nadal to win the French Open. Is this, Slice fans, is this the year that Zverev's going to win a major? Because at the beginning of this year, we were like, oh, he's not playing consistent. His mental game is bad. Weak. We wrote articles about that on the slicetennis.com, which is fair. But now he's really been consistent. Didn't play well in Indy Wells, kind of went out early there. But won or made it to the final of Miami. And has been into the semifinals of every major clay tournament he played, winning Madrid and losing in the final of Rome to the clay GOAT. So I think Zverev is the Prince of Clay right now, the 2nd best clay court player in the world, other than Federer, who doesn't play anymore on clay, and Djokovic, who's getting back into form. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. But that's what I think, and that is the slice on the Prince of Clay status right now in the world of tennis. Thanks for watching, folks. If you don't know, every second day we have a new article posted on theslicetennis.com. So they are absolutely fire, and if you're not checking out on them, you're falling behind in the tennis fan game.